right after this. Number 16 will do the pitching in Game 3 of the series. What do we need?
And he'd like nothing more of 11 today.
At the plate, Chuck Knodler. He'll get us started in this one under the lights. Ball even at 2-2. Temperature here at game time, a comfortable 75 degrees tonight. To this one.
Well, there's no strategic reason to hit the leadoff man that I can think of, so now he's aboard with no outs to start the game, and that's not how you want to get your outing underway on the mound.
Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. Hit sharply toward the right side, and that's in there. Base hit. And they won't even attempt to run on that arm in right. So despite the runner moving on the pitch, it'll wind up first and second here.
Wow, that's surprising right there. Hit and run tactic used to perfection. Ball's hit to the outfield. The batter does his job. I don't know how that runner's standing on second still. You tip your hat to the outfield to get it in super quick, but he's got to take the chance to get the third.
At the plate, Kirby Puckett. We take a look there at the difference in his numbers between June and July. The 3-0 pitch is looked at for the first strike.
3-1 with 2 on, and this is where you got to be geared up for something to drive. I don't think you can just groove in one right here. You still have to try to make a competitive pitch.
The 3-1. There's ball 4.
That's a to load the bases. Now he's really got his work cut out for him. We'll see how he fares here.
Now the number 4 Minnesota hitter, number 14. He currently sits number 7 on the AL RBI leaderboard. So a good guy to have at the plate in this situation. Popped him up. Boggs into shallow left. 1 down. And now here's a look at the Minnesota Twins starting lineup. Dan, who do we keep an eye on?
Well, this team really needs that 6-hole hitter to step up a bit. Looking at the last game, it was 0 for 3, but it was the way he went about that 0 for 3. He didn't look very aggressive, and actually he looked kind of lost to me. I'm wanting to see a different player in that batter's box today.
Standing in, Davis, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Knodler on third. Mack at second. Puckett is over at first with 1 away. And he fouls this one off. The 1-2. And this is on the ground is short. Could be 2. Only play will be to first as we'll see our first run score here as this is a 1-0 ball game.
Really good team at bat right there, right? Just put the ball in play. He does just that, gets the ground ball, and brings home the first run of the game from third.
Stepping in, Greg Gagne. And now the Twins look to plate more in the opening frame. The 2-1 home is looked at off the plate for a ball.
His pitch count is getting up there in the inning now. He needs to get this frame over with sooner than later, so forcing contact and getting the defense involved is probably the best thing he can do.
And it's up to a 3-2 full count now. And there are our umpires calling balls and strikes is Mr. Earl Hendricks.
Hey, D-Roll, Earl Hendricks, he's not a guy that gets a lot of complaints by either players or pitchers. He's a pretty good umpire.
Yeah, Dan, Earl's got a great track record in his sport. He's pretty consistent, and overall, he's been a fair umpire.
At this rate, he's going to set some kind of a record for walks issued in a game, or he'll get an early hook. We'll see if he can settle down here and start to find the strike zone, or if he continues to struggle.
Now to the plate, Brian Harper. And check out the recent numbers. Clearly providing a lot of thump at the plate right now. Two out, bases loaded. Here's a looping fly ball out to right. Number 23 is there to make the catch, and they'll escape the bases loaded jam by giving up just one run. So 1 run, 1 hit, no errors, and 3 men left stranded. We'll move on to the bottom half of inning number 1. It's the Twins 1 and the Red Sox nothing. Joe Niekro steps on the rubber today for his first major league start. Dan, what do you got on him?
Well, I think the big key, Matt, is just going to be able to control the butterflies. You can only make your first start one time, and a lot of emotions, a lot of things are going through your mind when you're taking your warm-up pitches. Hopefully he can settle down, control that heartbeat, as they say, breathe in, breathe out, and try to enjoy the first big league experience. Well, Matt, the first thing we're going to find out is how well this guy pitches with little sleep. I can't imagine knowing that you're going to be the next day starting pitcher the night before. This is a young guy making his first start. Listen, you can only make your debut one time, so there has to be lots going on in this guy's mind. Hopefully he can settle down early and pitch well in his debut.
With that, here's how the hometown Red Sox line up in this one. Danny, who stands out to you?
Well, Matt, you know they're getting a lot of production out of that number 2 spot right now. He's been a catalyst for this team in the last 10 games and in so many different ways. But looking at the one number I'm looking at, a .450 on-base percentage, when you have that and you have the type of abilities that he has, you're awfully dangerous.
Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. Just missed with a breaking ball. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. And that one just missed outside. Popped him up. Harper over to his left, and he makes the catch for the second out. Striding in for Boston, Wade Boggs. Couple of hits for him in 4 trips to the plate last night. Now the 3-2 pitch. Oh, and he lets him off the hook there, as this isn't even close for ball 4.
It's all a part of learning how to pitch in the big leagues. Major league hitters will not bail you out and have to continue to learn how to get guys out at this level.
Hitter Mo Vaughn, and with numbers like those, he's putting himself in contention for some Rookie of the Year hardware if he can keep it up. Slapped hard the opposite way, and he'll pull this one down a step or 2 in front of the warning track, and the inning is over. 1 left for the Red Sox. They're down 1-0. So stepping in, Scott Lewis, and the home away split. Balls and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. And he gets under this one as the ball is skied into very shallow right. Reed will stay with it as he backs up and puts it away. 1 gone.
All right, let's take a quick look at how the Red Sox set up on D today. If you were to describe right field in one word, I think it would be cannon. And that's what this guy brings to the table. An absolute cannon to go along with great range. Don't test the arm.
Coming to the plate now, Tom Nieto. The 1-1 is looked at for ball number 2. And that's into the corner, a foul ball and right. A 2-2 count. Here's the pitch. Lifted in the air to center. Burks has a play. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away.
Now batting, second baseman, Chuck Knoedler.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Chuck Knoedler. He was drilled by a pitch his last time up. 2 out, nobody on. 2-1 now to the Twins lead.